Let's hop in. Let's hop in to game number 1 here. As we are on Hecate and spawning in the lower left-hand corner, it is the Danish Prince of StarCraft. Sidestorm Gaming, MaxPax. The mystery man. Nobody knows what he looks like. Nobody knows who he is, except that he's really good at Protoss. His opponent in the upper right-hand corner. Some stiff competition for best Protoss player in the world. It is none other than Dragon Kites's Hero. And MaxPax is going to open with his very standard for MaxPax build, which is the low ground gateway. It's funny, for a while he wasn't doing this, but it feels like it's such his style that he's got to go for it. And he's very, very good at defending it. This has been a consistent thing all throughout MaxPax's play in PvP since I've started casting him in 2020. He loves to just put that low ground gate down, take the quick nexus, and defend whatever his opponent's going to throw at him. Hero, this is very standard, right? 2 gates on the high ground, cyber core. He has not scouted, but he has dropped a cheeky little pylon out here. He's going to go scout now, but he knows who he's playing against. So I imagine he's expecting this from MaxPax. Hero's no chump. MaxPax is going to come see what he can see. Sees no second pylon. That might make him a little concerned, but probably not that concerned. After all, this is MaxPax. He knows what he's doing. He knows what he's up against. It looks like Hero might just take an expansion, though. Yeah, he's going to drop the Nexus. So this is an interesting move from Hero, and it's one of those things that feels like it should be really bad, but because Hero's doing that, I trust that it's really good instead. And he's just going to try to macro out of it. Hero is obviously going to be behind economically, right? The Nexus is already done for MaxPax. He's got double probe production. He's got double chrono boost. He's already ahead in workers. He's also just going to have better mining, more efficient mining than Hero, who's still building workers one at a time in his main base, but they're going to be mining less efficiently up here for a little while. That being said, MaxPax is forced to build a Void Ray because he doesn't know about the expansion. And the Void Ray is great for the first couple minutes of the game. It does its job very well for MaxPax in his army, in his defenses, but it's not actually like good in PvP. And now that he comes in and scouts exactly what's going on up here with that Adept, he shouldn't be building any more Void Rays. Blink is going to start out much quicker for Hero, so these are the advantages for Hero. His tech is way ahead. Blink is the ultimate PvP tech. This is it. You can get other things. There are other ways to play this matchup, but the fact that every top Protoss pro plays Blink in PvP tells me that it's the best. It's the most consistent. Very strong. So Hero's going to be able to get into that quite a bit earlier than MaxPax. So despite MaxPax having that economic advantage, which he does, Hero's going to have the better army a little bit quicker. And it's much more focused. He hasn't built anything he hasn't needed. He's just on Stalkers. There's the couple sentries as well, which can be very good in a fight. Very good for scouting. But Hero's army is much more focused. Doesn't have the Void Ray and the Oracle, which, again, while useful, aren't really part of a good Protoss army. Oh, and Hero's going to go ahead and grab a very quick third base. Now that probe does not quite see this pylon or the warping in Adepts over here. But MaxPax is going to get a scout on this third base very, very quickly. That's really nice for MaxPax. But I love this move from Hero. He's like, okay, we're macroing. I know I'm behind in the natural, but maybe I can take a cheeky advantage in that third being so much earlier. And it looks like MaxPax is going to throw down his own third after he gets some kills here. 5-6 workers going down, furthering that worker lead. And then taking that third base, but it's about as far behind Heroes as Heroes Natural was behind MaxPax's. So might be a good way for Hero to equalize the damage a little bit. 6 probes going down is very painful when you're already down workers, though. MaxPax also much quicker to that +1. I have not seen a Forge yet from Hero. Don't believe we have one. He's got a Robo on the way. A couple more gates on the way, but no Forge. So that +1's going to be done for MaxPax before Hero's even going to get a chance to start his own. And uh-oh, where did his Oracle come from? Hero is completely out of position. He's going to recall some Stalkers to this base, pull the probes, so that is 4 dead probes. Hero cannot afford to be losing probes. He is still down 11 workers right now. Despite his base being done a little bit earlier, that's only really going to be 1, maybe 1.5 rounds of probes at that base before MaxPax's is done. So far, these trades, honestly, they have gone better for Hero. I guess while that Oracle came in, those Stalkers were doing something useful. They killed that Void Ray, traded positively against the Stalkers of MaxPax. The Hero was out there for a reason. He got some damage done. Despite losing some probes, he still had an army supply. Now MaxPax dives in. Gonna try to get some kills here. Doesn't have a good amount of Stalkers, but I love the movement from Hero. MaxPax, though, very good at not losing any of these Stalkers. As I say that, 2 go down on the retreat. Hero lost 1 as well, so little bits of trades here and there. Oracle gets shoved away from the main base, but it gets 4 more kills. It's up to 11 kills. That is huge. Hero continuing to be way down in the economy. We see some big spikes in MaxPax's favor. +2 started up for MaxPax. I still don't think there's a Forge for Hero. So he's kind of on a clock. Like, if that +2 hits and this game isn't over, Hero's going to be in a very bad position. The +1 is already kind of rough. But now we've got a bit of a counterattack situation here where MaxPax goes in, then realizes that, hey, the army's over here as Hero kills that pylon. That's going to allow the recall to go down for MaxPax. But now Hero's taking this fight. He's just going to dive in on top of this. Charge is not done yet for MaxPax. So MaxPax has to be a little bit careful here. He's got some Zealots just getting killed for free. Some force fields going down on the top side. MaxPax gonna blink in, but the hot pickup in the Prism. Speaking of that Prism, it goes down, but might that open an opportunity for Hero to take a good fight here? I think the answer is yes. He's got so many charge lots, and MaxPax, despite overall having, I think, an excellent game and being ahead in a lot of that game from the very start, from that first Nexus, Hero is able to take the win, and I think that does come down to the more focused army from the beginning, and for Hero, it's just an extremely focused game plan from moment 1. As Hero was able to get into those Blink Stalkers. A lot of Blink Stalkers took a quick third and then immediately charge, and I'm just going to go at you with a lot of Zealots and Stalkers, skipping upgrades to get more units. But also, I think catching MaxPax a little off guard there. We saw the Stalkers earlier that moved across that allowed that Oracle to come in. They took a good trade, took down a couple of Stalkers, took down that Void Ray, and then just slamming across with the Stalkers and Zealots. Again, he was very much on a clock. MaxPax was going to just continue getting further and further ahead in like upgrades, but Hero was like, what if I just kill you before the upgrades? How about that? Now we're going to hop into game 2. We are going to Oceanborn. Spawning in the lower right-hand corner, we have Psystorm Gaming's MaxPax. Some call him the best Protoss in the world, but some might argue for this man in the upper left, it's Dragon Kites's Hero. I don't think PvP is going to tell us who the best Protoss in the world is. Oh, Cheeky little PP here from MaxPax. PvP is often kind of a wild matchup, and yeah, I don't think it's the best example for who the better Protoss is of all the different matchups, but it is fun. Why is he standing? Why is he standing? That's the real question. I think we need to remake the game. I don't know why. MaxPax might need to relog or something. But we're exiting the game. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. I'm standing for a couple reasons. One, I kind of think it looks better. I feel like it looks better. But two, honestly, the real reason is standing and casting is a lot better for, like, for me, for my energy. If I sit and I'm casting, I start to feel tired, right? I'm not like physically doing a lot. Like if you're playing, you're really focused, you're physically doing stuff, keeps you awake. But when you're casting, it's just talking into a microphone while sitting down. It can be really tough to do that. At least for me, like when I'm at home. And anytime I'm like a little bit tired, cast a lot after work, or like on days off even, and I'm like, sitting down, just, it's not good. It's also not good for your voice. So like, for your projection, that is. Now, I don't really have to project very far because the microphone's right here, but there is something to be said for casting with projection, right? Where I'm using the, my diaphragm and really pushing out, so my voice is a lot louder in general. Whereas, yeah, I could just be right next to the mic and be kind of quiet and just, cast like this, but there's no energy in this kind of casting. So for me, it's a lot easier to have energy and to also project my voice standing. And it just feels better. Feels better to me to cast while standing. That's what people do. Like professional casting, most of the time they're standing while they're casting. And I noticed that, and I was like, well, there's got to be a reason for that. And I sitting and casting, I used to, and we're gonna hop into this game now. This is true. As the players have switched, but we're still on Oceanborn. I used to get so tired sometimes while I was casting, and I know part of it was being actually tired, but part of it's just the mentality of like sitting down to cast a game, and sometimes midway through the cast I get sleepy. I would do the introductions with my eyes closed, because that is the thing that I can do. I'm just like, I know the motions so well that I would just get my hands set up, do the casting of the intro with my eyes closed, so that I could take a little micro nap. Anyways, this was all confirmed to me. The idea that casting standing up is kind of like better. It felt better, but also when I saw Tasteless in Atlanta, he was like, dude, that casting setup you have is so sick. You're the only one doing it right, dude. You're standing while you're casting. And I was like, man, if Tasteless says it's right, if Tasteless says I'm doing it right, then I must be doing it right. So the long answer to why I'm standing while casting is that. The short answer is because I wanted to. Anyways, good way to kill time. Thank you for that question. Heroes proxy. So MaxPax again going for the low ground, but this time, interestingly, building the Cybercore before taking that Nexus. And that's because, I want to say it's because he sees the lack of second pylon, but there was no second pylon last game either, right? That was out on the map. It just wasn't a proxy. But MaxPax, I think he's feeling that it's going to be one base from Hero. I don't know. Maybe there's something specific he saw. We had to remake this game, and Hero is now on the bottom side. Earlier they were switched. I don't know if that's going to matter too much though in this matchup. Hero drops the proxy robo. He's learned from Firefly that it's a pretty good build. And Firefly, I think, took a map off of MaxPax with the Proxy Robo earlier today. I could be mistaken. But MaxPax is going to spot the Proxy, sees it. It's in a pretty obvious spot. We'll see if the Stalker can do anything about it. The Adept went across the map. There's 2 Adepts here for Hero. Going to threaten the Shade in. Ooh, Adept on the other side of the map. Getting through. Hero not shading these guys back at all. Just letting that shield battery do its healing. He just wants to go, 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 dude. He's got no chill. Meantime, MaxPax building a couple of shield batteries here. One is going to be in the wall. Oracle's out. That can help against these guys. Can also help against this Immortal. The Immortal is going to be able to get a kill on the Stalker and start walking in to try to kill this Pylon. Backup Pylon goes down, but that Oracle is going to run out of juice very soon. Probe's coming off the line. Hero decides to back up. I don't think he knows how far along that Void Ray is, so he wants to be a little bit careful. Because if that Void Ray pops and the Immortal's still just right here, that's just going to be a dead Immortal. That's absolutely what it is. Doesn't get back to the Prism. And suddenly Hero's in a lot of trouble. He's going to warp in 2 more Adepts. He's just going to ignore the Void Ray. As 2 Adepts do sneak into the main base, but killing probes here, that's nothing. MaxPax has a Nexus. Killing probes is actually kind of useless. He would need to kill like 15 probes for this to mean something, I think. 6 probes is nice, certainly. Just don't think it's enough. They have 2 more Adepts in this Prism. The Oracle and the Void Ray are looking around for it. MaxPax, I think he's in a fantastic spot right now. Double building probes. Two Adept Shade back in. Are they going to cancel that Shade and get in the Prism? Nope, they're going to go for it. They see there's not much up here to defend them. Void Rays don't kill things on the ground particularly quickly, so I'm going to give the Adepts a little bit longer. Get a couple more kills. That's going to be 6 more kills for these 2 Adepts. Can you get one more? I don't even know where that Shade went. There's an Observer here, though. Oracle heading across the map to see if he can get something done. Hero has a couple of Stalkers in the main base, though, and he's getting into Blink. The Oracle also wants to check to see if there's a base, which there is not. There is absolutely not. MaxPax up to 3 Void Rays now and starting to put some static defense in the main. Spots the Observer and gets the tag and the kill. Nicely done. Got his own Robo on the way up, but it is not done yet. And Blink is getting very close here. The Stalker's going to hit the low ground, try to take down one of these shield batteries. Don't quite get it. Gets healed up by the other one, but doing some chip damage to it. Might be able to grab it later. We're going to continue to warp in. What do we got here? 13 Stalkers. Really just the 3 Void Rays for MaxPax as he starts up that Immortal. I love this Stasis Ward on the high ground. He knows he killed the Observer, and there has not been another one made for Hero, so Hero will not be able to see that. But right now, he's just focused on the low ground. Kills the Gateway, going to kill the Cyber Core. MaxPax is not too worried about that yet. He still has unit production in the main base. Oh, there's the Blink forward, though. Hero going for it, but doesn't get the Void Rays. Hero going to move up to the high ground, sees this Robo. The Immortal is going to pop. It's going to bring itself right over to this shield battery. And oh, that Stasis Trap is so close. There's the shield battery overcharge. Hero moves down to the low ground. He's going to start working on some of the pylons here, perhaps. Right now, he's just trying to escape. Seeing if he can't grab a Void Ray on the way out. Turns out he cannot. He has killed, I think, 2 of the Void Rays. There's only 2 left with this one Immortal. Another Stasis Trap going down. Oh, Hero blinks right into it. And so many Stalkers get caught. He does get the kill on that Immortal. And that's going to be enough to force MaxPax to GG. Hero is going to get the 2-0 victory there over MaxPax, actually breaking him 1 base to 2. That is wild. So few players have been able to do that. Break MaxPax when he's on that 1 base or the 2 base expand. but Hero playing it very, very well.